All right, guys, daytime view of Dipolog, and I'm going to point out a few things. Look at the edges of the streets. Do you see any trash or garbage or anything of that nature? You sure don't, do you? Why? Because this city is well maintained, and they keep it clean. And look at what is up yonder, the boardwalk, the beach. And that, my friends, is where we are headed. So let's pick up Lily. Hey, Lily, come on, let's go. Init ka ayaw batala laki? Oh, well, it's okay. Make him strong.
No, I didn't see that.
Okay, no problem. So, very friendly. I mean, very friendly. Awesome environment. Friendly, respectful. Hello, guys. How are you? Say, okay, Ra. Bye-bye. Okay. So look at this gorgeous place. This is 2 blocks from our hotel. I know, isn't it nice? It's gorgeous. And look at how impeccably clean it is. Absolutely phenomenal. And look at, see that? You don't see that in the States. For whoso findeth me, findeth life, and shall obtain favor of the Lord. Proverbs 8:3-5. So the boardwalk is fantastic. I mean, and at nighttime, I guess they do, on Fridays and Saturdays, they do like barbecues here, so you can get some good street foods. But isn't it gorgeous? This is Dipolog, guys. So it's kind of like Dumageddon, only Dumageddon just has a cement wall and a bazillion drunk foreigners. Here, today, thus far, I have not seen a single foreigner, and you can physically walk to the beach on the sand, and it is super duper clean. Off in the distance, there are some people swimming in it, so that's a good sign. But look, you've got little cafes on the boardwalk. I don't know, guys. This is like a no-brainer. If you're going to move to the Philippines, why wouldn't you move here? Uncharted territory as far as like, in a foreigner sense. A lot of foreigners don't come here. And like, I've been receiving feedback on my latest videos. Some people that have been here are like, shh, don't tell people. We don't want them here. And I get it, because most foreigners are kind of doltish, and they're kind of bullish, and their attitudes just kind of stink in a lot of ways. And they try to perpetuate their Western ways into a different country, which is always a recipe for disaster, or it's always a recipe for unhappiness or disgruntledness. You're trying to perpetuate your country into and infuse it into another one. It's not going to work. Why? Because it's not your country. Come on now. It's just a no-brainer. We brought our little baby along, and he crashed out immediately after eating breakfast. So 11 o'clock, Tuesday morning. Do you see traffic? It's heart of the day almost. This is what you got, you guys. Absolutely fantastic. Absolutely phenomenal. Look at, I can't get over the cleanliness of it. Again, there's no taxi service here, so you're dependent on trikes. So the trike phenomenon, it always takes a little bit of getting used to, And the best approach is, if you're staying in a hotel, ask your clerk there, how much should the trike cost from point A to point B? And they'll always give you the truth. So that gives you a base. And of course, it might be a little bit more. You can give 5 pesos more or something like that and make them happy. Who cares? You figure it out. It's not rocket science. It's not a problem. You're, blessed to have been born in a country that has the ability for you to prosper, to move up without degrees. Here you can't move up at all. In fact, you need a lot of places. You need a college degree to work in fast food. That's not a lie. That's the truth. You need a college degree to work in some fast food places. So, and it's almost impossible to move your way up to a manager. But in the States, you can move your way up. Through your track record, through your the things that you put into it. Here, that's more rare, significantly more rare. So, if you have to pitch, an extra 5 pesos into it, and you feel like, that's gonna kill you because you're slighted, they overcharged you, get over it. Just give them the 5 pesos and shut your mouth and realize that you're blessed and they're not. I mean, they are blessed in different ways. They're blessed with not worrying about all this unnecessary crap, because what they've learned, they can't do anything about it. Can you imagine if you were born into a place where you can't do anything about it? I was just talking to a guy the other day, and his wife, he's American, his wife's Filipina, and they had no food, and oftentimes they'd have salt. Literally, that's the only thing they'd have in their house, and they would all eat salt, and too big, for like 2 days until they were able to get enough money to buy a kilo of rice. So then they had salt and they had rice. Don't even compare your struggle to real struggle. We have no idea what real struggle is. But look at how gorgeous this is. Dipolog. Yeah, it's very nice, right?
It seems like Dumaguete, but not a lot.
That's what I said, Kanina. I said, this seems like Dumaguete, only Dumaguete doesn't have, the access right to the beach. It's just like a seawall. And there's a ton of people in Dumaguete, but not here.
It's not a lot.
No. Hi, Weeby. Sweetheart, sorry. She doesn't like me calling her Lily. I call her Sweetheart, and then she's happier. Whatever. Confusing. Has 5 names. Who needs 5 names? I guess she does. Joke along. Let's do a little beach walk while we're here. This is a lot of black sand in it. You know what that means, don't you? Well, you probably don't, but might have some yeller stuff in it. Ooh, it's very hot. Init kaayo, folks. Init kaayo in Bisaya means very hot. In Tagalog, it's mainit sobra. So that's my little language lesson for you. Look at this. Why wouldn't you want to come to paradise and have the ocean lapping at your feet? Oh, and it's so warm. So very warm. And look, it just stretches for... I don't want to copy my brother, The Beach of Life. He made such a good video. Check out his videos. He's got awesome footage of the places that he goes to. Beach of Life. And he was trying to estimate the length of the beach at this place he was at. So I'm kind of joking, saying, "Oh, when I try to emulate his style of vlog," but that's from there, way down there to over there is essentially the end of it. That's a couple kilometers at least. At least, yeah. Anyways, absolutely gorgeous. So, quiet town, beach life access, and friendly people, affordable. Kilo of mango is 70 as opposed to 100 in Cebu. Why not, guys? Why not? Look at this gorgeous, gorgeous place. So, you can live in fear and not come to Mindanao because you don't get insurance if you come to a red zone. You need a pacifier too. Give me a break. So, this is your life to live. You don't need government to save you from, your little bumps and bruises and scrapes, supposedly, that you're going to get if you come to the red zone or whatever it's called. Ain't about nothing. This is totally safe, totally fantastic, totally beautiful. So, I can keep harping on it, which I will. Oh, look at all that black sand. Ooh, nice. Sparkly. Look at it. See, black sand will pull up in little concentrations, and there's a little patch of it right there. That's where you'd want to pan if you were in a legal place to pan. Anyways, I am going to harp on it. There's another. It's everywhere. Black sand everywhere. Little patches of it. Bet you there's gold here. Anyways, I'm so distracted. I can't get it. I got the gold fever. It's my curse, or it's a blessing. I don't know. I mean, people are always saying, "Oh, go to Cebu," but there's no beaches, and I don't want to go to Cebu. So then they branch out and they try to find a beach, and then they have all these different varying complaints. Well, here's a good option for you, and yes, it's in Mindanao, you chicken. But why are you gonna live in fear? You're gonna have gorgeous, warm water lapping at your feet in a quiet, clean, serene, safe town where prices are even lower than you're used to if you live in a bigger city in the Philippines, and you're going to avoid it because the government tells you not to come here. Yeah. The government tells you to do a lot of things. You're not supposed to speed, right? But you do. What's the difference? You bust and break little rules all along the way. Did catastrophe strike? Typically, no. So why are you going to let fear inhibit you from experience the best parts of it? Why do you think? Do you ever think that maybe they're telling you not to come here for a reason? Maybe they have a reason for that, other than their supposed warnings, because that's the doublethink that they'll put on you. They'll put that doublethink on you, and you don't even realize they're doing it, but it's ingrained in you. Fear is ingrained in you in all the little things that you do throughout your life. And by the time you're older, you're docile. You're a sheep. You're essentially a sheeple, a part of the herd that is afraid to do anything outside of their boundaries. When I was in Oregon, they banned dredging, and they said, no mining, you can only use a pan. Do you think I adhered to that? No, mining is a God-given right. If you cannot grow your own food, you got to go out and mine what's available in the earth. So you can't grow it, it must be mined. They want to take away the resources from the man because they know that the resources are valuable. There's profit in them. And they want it all. So, of course, they're not going to allow you to do things. I know that's not going off on a tangent, but it's just the boundaries, you guys. They put boundaries on you, and they make you adhere, and they don't make it like they're making you. See, that's the clever part about it. They do it in such subtle ways, in all these little aspects. Got to have insurance for this. Got to have this certificate for that. You got to have a license to build a fence in your own darn yard. And listen, you don't even own your yard when you die if you stop paying taxes. If your family stops paying taxes or you stop paying property taxes on your property, what happens? You lose it. You lose it. And that's illegal. The forefathers of the United States, and I'm talking about the United States, and yes, you can say I'm in a little bubble or whatever, but it's universal, pretty much. The taxes here, when we branched away from England in the 1700s basically, had the revolution, they were like just 1 or 2, 3 percentage points on the tea, the Boston Tea Party. Look it up. It was just like a single digit percentage. And now they tax people upwards of 40, 50%. You don't realize how high it is because the gas is taxed. The bread's taxed. The milk's taxed. All these things have extra taxes on top of your income tax. And you're just sitting there their hands in their laps going, well, it's good. I got Netflix. Well, it's fine. I'm safe. I live in the best country in the whole world, you know? Bullocks. You don't live in the best country in the whole world. You're a slave. Land of the slaves. Home of the free? Nah. That's the land of the slaves, my brothers. And you can choose to wear them invisible chains, or you can choose to say, enough is enough. Live my whole life paying all this crap, and really nothing's happened to me. And I could go somewhere else and avoid, save the money from all those stupid, unnecessary payments, and probably be fine. But guess what? You are going to get older, and yeah, you are going to have health problems. That's life. So do it before all those things start to hit you real hard, and you'll be absolutely fine. So, gorgeous place. It speaks for itself, but I can't say enough, and I don't really even need to say anything. Look at it. Take one good look for yourself, my brothers. Clean, serene, beautiful. No traffic. Absolutely gorgeous. What more do you need? Stop letting other people's fears infest and infect your mind to the point where you don't want to do what is probably the best option for you. Dipolog 2024. Peace.